I can cut anything out after. So we're gonna start with probably the nuke. We'll start with the small nuke. I'm just gonna grab this. Okay. So when it's crazy like this and we're working the hives, we'll stand behind them. Okay. Because
So this is how
their
they come
flight
in and out.
path. Yeah, this is their flight path. So if we're trying to work in the front, they're like hitting you in the back.
Okay.
We're getting in there. Yep.
Oh,
After a while, back starts to hurt. I use this bucket as a seat.
oh, smart. So what's the first thing we're gonna do?
First thing we're going to do is get the smoker lit.
Okay. This is what you use?
Yep, it's just all dry pine needles that
Oh.
I've collected.
Oh, okay.
And I keep them inside so that way they don't get wet, because wet stuff doesn't like to burn.
Okay.
Alright. Get the smoker going.
Oh, wow.
So this is just a 5-frame nuke.
Nuke.
Yep. Nucleus colony is what that's short for.
5-frame nuke. Got it. Nucleus.
And we're going to give them a little bit of smoke. They're actually really calm. Building some foam. Look at you. Good job. Actually, they don't need the smoke.
Really?
They're pretty happy.
Okay.
So in
what,
this
what
one,
would make them? What would piss them off? Sorry.
that hive on the end, or almost the end, they're going to be pissy.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. So this one, they're not really on these frames, so I don't have to look at them. There's going to be either a queen cup in here, or maybe she's already hatched out and they've broken it down. It's not on this one. That's all honey that they're bringing in. See how it's like shiny?
Yeah.
If
I
I was
definitely
to,
see that. Yeah.
if I was to shake this, because it's still high moisture content,
It would fall.
it would fall out.
Okay.
And so we're going to set this aside for a minute. That just gives us more room to work in the hive.
Okay.
And basically, I'm just looking at the status of this hive to see how they're doing. This is going to become a resource hive after a while. That's the queen cup. See, it hasn't.
Oh, right there.
Hasn't
I
hatched out
see
yet.
it. Yep. Definitely see it.
And she has not hatched yet.
Well, there's
So-
more of them, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all over the place. So they know that they're queenless, and they're trying to make a new queen.
Got it. Interesting.
See them all? The bigger the queen cup, the healthier the queen. So that, like, those two massive ones are good. The other ones, they're tiny. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Fascinating.
And that's all cat food that's going to be hatching out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is going to be a big,
They should get strong pretty quickly.
yeah, a big hive.
Now, what I can do is I have the option to either split this into another hive, or I can move it into one big hive.
Yeah, really.
That's capped honey.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So once it's capped, that means that it's officially honey. And
Yeah.
this side, see how those cells are bigger? They're like popcorn?
Yep.
That's drone bees.
Got it.
So those are male bees.
Interesting. Okay.
And drones, you'll see them. There's one right there. It's
Yep.
really big.
Yep.
They have no stinger.
Okay.
They cannot sting.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yep. You're right. So this hive looks good. I split this last week.
Oh. Okay.
So they're progressing well. The queen hasn't hatched yet, so Right now there's not going to be any eggs or larvae in here. I put a frame cap food, so that way those bees, when they hatch out, the population will grow quickly.
Okay, so you open this one just to make sure that
Just to check on the queen and see if it can come out.
got it.
So this one and then that one. If you want, you can open that one up.
Okay.
You got your hive tool?
Yep. You want to inspect the house? So I just take the lid off?
Yep, you just lift the lid right off. Read like a smoker.
Okay.
And then get rid of this little puff. Move the camera over this one. And you can pop the top off. It might be stuck.
Pretty easy.
This one is a much smaller population. I only gave them one.
Okay. Right here.
Yep.
Okay. So then which end of the tool do I use? This one?
First, let's just pop out this frame. There's nothing on it. It's actually just foundation. See, I waxed it, but just to give them something to work on. This one I gave them. It's all honey, so they would have food. Yeah, it's all capped. That's from last season.
Yep.
So this one, you can just lift it right out and take a look.
You're with me. I'm an amateur.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Thank you.
The frames are heavier than they look.
Oh, I smushed it.
That's her. They'll fix it.
Wow. All right. So I see a drone. Yeah, I see two of them. Oh, I see the yellow,
It's all
white
glistening.
stuff. Yep.
Yep. So that one, I just gave them foundation, so they're just putting food into it. So this one is going to be the one with the queen cup.
Okay.
Now, when you lift the frame out, the only thing you don't want to do with the queen cup that's on there is you don't want to flip the frame upside down, because that can actually kill the queen.
Oh.
Depending on what stage, which is fine. You just lift it up and look at it just like you did with that one.
I'm trying not to squish the honeycomb.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't see. Oh, I do see the drone cups. Is that what you call them?
Yep.
Yep. Right there.
Here. Yep, and it is not hatched out yet. All right, so
Put it back.
yep,
We're
that's
good?
it for that one. Yep, we know that the queen cup is there. She hasn't hatched out yet. Probably by next week it'll be hatched out. And then, yep, and then you slide this one back where it was, and then you just give this. Yep, get that back to them, and they'll draw that out.
Okay.
It just gives them something to do, and then we just kind of squeeze them back together.
So how much longer before the queen hatches?
It's 14 days from when it's capped.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly when they were capped. When I went into the hive, they were already capped. So
Okay.
that's why it could be any time.
Okay.
So these were just to kind of get your feet wet and take a
Yeah,
look.
that was cool.
Yeah. So the next ones, these are fully functioning hives with queens.
Okay.
So why don't we start with this one here? And what we're looking for is to see how the population is, see if we can find the queen, if there's eggs. If the hive is really weak, we may pull some bees from either that hive or the hive at the end and give it to them.
What hive? I'm sorry.
Either this one or that one on the very end.
You can, and they won't. The bees will stay.
The foragers will go back. The nurse bees, the younger bees, will stay.
Ah. Okay.
All right, so this one, I'm gonna give them a little smoke in the front and go ahead and lift the lid off. It may be stuck. They propolis things, so they
That's
look
right.
like bee glue.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
No, you'll just hear it crack.
Oh.
We'll just that way we can have a little room to work.
Okay.
And then you might need to use your hive tool to get the lid off on this one. There you go.
Oh yeah, I was seeing it stuck.
Yeah, they seal it. They seal any cracks. So this one, I've given them because their population was lower earlier on, I gave them that's called
Yeah.
a pollen patty,
Okay.
and that's it's basically a mix of pollen, and that's what they feed the young bees, along with honey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so they chew on it and they put it into the cells, and then they feed it to the baby bees.
Okay.
So typically you want to start with a frame on the outside just to get it out of the way, because that's usually honey.
Oh, it is. The frames on the outside are usually honey?
Yep.
Okay.
So we pull that out, so that way we don't kill like the queen by pulling one from the center. If you pull it out, you could end up rolling her. So she's not usually on the food frame.
Got it. So we're looking to see the population. We're looking to see
Eggs, larvae, cap brood. If you, I'll show you.
Wow, that one's really stuck.
I'll show you a trick. If you
Here we go.
use it like a J,
Oh,
it just pops right up like that.
cool. All right.
And then what
Good
I'll
try.
usually do is I'll pop one side up, I'll grab a hold of it, and then pop the other side.
That looks like what it's exactly designed for. Look at that.
All right. And these bees are really calm. They actually don't eat any smoke either. They really stick that stuff down.
I don't want to pinch it anymore. There we go.
And once that frame is out, it's a lot easier to manipulate the hive. So that one's just a food frame that I gave them. There's nothing,
Yep. Okay.
nothing really to see on that.
Where do we set these?
You just set it on the side, and I just lean it against.
All right.
the
Yeah,
hive.
keep them in order.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We'll take this pollen patty out for now. It's easier to use the hive tool.
Okay.
That frame doesn't have anything, so we'll just pop it and slide it over.
Got it.
This frame doesn't have anything, it's just comb.
Oh, so this is the stuff that's sticking to the other.
Yeah.
Got it.
This is probably the first frame where you might start to see something, because
Okay.
the population seems to be over here.
Okay. When you grab these, you grab them from the end or the middle.
I always grab it from the side.
Okay. Well, it's pushing. Oh, it's pushing the bees.
Whatever gets it out. Nothing really on that frame either.
No. Nothing over here.
So we can move on. To
Oh, a
the
little
next
bit of honey.
Yep.
I see they're colored. Some of it's wet, some of it's like solid.
And you'll start to see different colored pollen too, depending on what flowers they're bringing in from. Sometimes you'll see red pollen, sometimes you'll see yellow.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
A lot of bees on that one.
All
I see cap fruit already, so that's good.
right.
I think I marked the queen in this one.
Can I push it away or her?
What's that?
Can I push her away or will she get angry?
No, you can just push her.
Okay.
On that one, that's all newly capped fruit, and you can tell by the color. See how light that is?
Yeah.
As they walk over it, it'll get darker.
Are they depositing stuff on it right now?
They're feeding. They're feeding
Ah.
the larva before it gets capped over. They feed heavily. Can I see that, babe?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna find the queen at some point. No, there's no. You can see the little like semicircle.
That's good. Big.
Right on the edge of the cap.
Yes.
That's
I do see that.
That's eggs that have hatched.
Oh.
And so what will happen is they'll start feeding them pollen and nectar, and then they'll cap it over. Like these ones are the same except they're bigger. Those are a little bit older. And once it's capped over, and see this is all pollen now.
Ah, yes, I see it.
So
Okay.
they mix pollen and honey, and that's called bee bread, and they feed that to the larva before they cap it off.
Cool. Okay. I remember you telling me about these guys. Yeah.
So this one's looking really good. We'll take a look at the next one. The population is actually looking pretty good in this hive too. I shook some bees in here last week.
Okay. When you say shook some bees, do you mean you actually shook them out in there?
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
just shake a frame in there.
Okay. Excuse me, lady. Excuse me, miss.
Some milk that brood. That's good. Oh, they're capping that. So that's mostly uncapped.
Can you point to what you're talking about?
All this. This is all baby bees that haven't been capped yet.
Okay. Oh, there's a drone. I see that. Yeah.
And these, same story. These, you can see them even better.
Oh,
on
I
this one.
see it.
You can
Yeah.
turn it.
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Very cool.
So that's just before they're capped off.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a super on this hive. Give them some space because they're starting to really move across. So
Alright.
as those hatch out, the population is going to get really big.
Okay. So super is another one. Is the top.
Yep.
One of those.
Yep.
Got it.
And that's where they store honey. So what the concern is with the honey flow starting, they'll start putting honey in the brood box, and the queen won't have any room to lay, and that's called honey box. So I need to give them the space that they need in order to keep laying. The queen's on my
Okay, right here. Let me see if I can. I see her.
phone.
Look at that.
And see,
That's
I marked
cool. Oh, so you did the marking?
Yep.
Okay.
So if she's on this frame, we should see eggs on this frame.
I don't know what they look. They look little worms in there.
They're gonna look like little grains of rice.
Oh, I see them on. I see them stuck to the bees.
Nope.
No?
They'd probably be on that side because that's where she is. So if you flip it, sometimes you have to catch it in the sun. Yeah, it's full of eggs. Look in the bottom of the cup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tons of them.
Yeah, there's
They're
little grains of
really
rice.
small little grains
Yep.
of rice.
So that will hatch in 2 days into those little
2 days?
C-shaped. Yep.
That's a cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How long from that to a bee?
I believe it's 21 days.
Okay.
So there's nothing more that we need to see in this hive.
Okay.
I'm
We
gonna-
found the queen. Looks healthy.
Yep, there's eggs.
Population's healthy.
There's all sorts of things in there. I'm gonna grab a honey super, and we're gonna put a super on this hive.
Okay. When we put the last thing back in?
Yes, please. Patty back. They probably don't need it, but they have it.
How are they going to get into this? Oh, I see.
They'll just walk
I
right
see.
up.
I see. Yeah. They already started doing
Yep, they will move quickly.
that. This okay? This isn't going to fall?
Yep, no, it's fine. And then this is just kind of like another little entrance for them at the top,
Okay.
and then the top cover.
Why is there metal on it?
More
Weatherproof?
protective than the wood, yeah.
Got it. Okay, I see. I get it. It's like a little roof.
Yeah. All right, next let's take a look at this hive on the very end. Now, what happened is when I got my packages, all the bees seemed to migrate over to this hive from the other ones.
Really?
Yeah, so this hive, it was a little bit stronger than the other two. I don't know if that's still the case because a lot of those bees die off.
Okay.
All right, so this one we're gonna crack the top. with
Okay.
the Tool. They might crack pretty easy.
Let me see if it's kind of loose.
I haven't looked at this one much. I'm gonna give them some smoke in the front.
This tool is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm going to flip it over and put it on top of here.
you can just set it off to the side. I just did that on the other end. This one, the population was large enough where I actually gave them a second box.
I see.
They've got a seal. They collect resin from the trees and turn that into like a bee glue. I always check the top really quick, just to make sure that the queen's not up there. She usually wouldn't be.
Oh, smart. Okay.
But
So this would be the one that has had honey in this one.
yeah, I'm surprised how many bees are up here. We'll take a glance at a
Not
couple.
normally like that?
Well, because it's.
I'm asking a lot of questions.
No,
I'm sorry.
no,
Okay.
you're fine. I love explaining it.
Okay.
So because so many bees moved over, this is the same age as the other two hives that we just looked at, or the other hive we just looked at. But because those bees migrated over to this one, so what happened is the first day that I got the packages, one of them had a dead queen. They were queenless, and they're like, hey, here's a queen. And so they just started migrating over to this one.
they knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they call that drift.
Drift. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna see. I don't know if she's actually moved up to this box yet. My hope is that she just stayed in the bottom and they're using this for honey.
Would that be easier?
Yeah, see, they're storing honey up here.
Let me put it over here.
We're gonna end up taking this top box off and then,
Are we? Okay.
and actually I'll check this frame, and if it's just honey, then we're just gonna move right down to the other box. You want to feel what a lot of honey feels like?
Yeah, yes, I do. Oh, whoa!
Yeah, they're storing food up
Oh, that feels like maybe about 3-4 jars of it.
there. Yeah.
This is where they would not be putting eggs in here.
Nope, they're filling these with honey. Same story with this. This is all honey. Okay, so we know they're storing food in this box. So that,
Okay.
and when you're done looking, you can go back in. There's no brood up here. I could have put a super on this one, but I'm gonna let them fill this box with honey. Sorry. Now they're angry. You hear them? They just got louder.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
When you smoke them? Oh. You can put it on the side a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, the bee went in there and just calmed them down. Yep, it kind of like coats their antennas as well, so it stops pheromones from transferring that there's an intruder. So I'm gonna pull this frame out so we have room to work.
Okay.
These I just put in here. That's
tell.
not even waxed.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll put it.
I'm not gonna put this one back on the
Oh.
This one either.
Okay.
I have to wax these ones. They don't like it if it's not wax coated.
Really? They won't
Yeah,
even go near it?
No, and actually this one's probably gonna come out too.
Let me.
You can pull it. I have a box of waxed. I'm gonna give them time. If you want, you can take a look at any of the frames.
Okay.
and see
And
what's
what am I
going-
looking for again? Population, the
For
brood,
eggs,
eggs.
and I'd like to find the queen because I want
Queen.
to mark her.
Okay.
She hasn't been marked. There might even be some queen cups in there because they were gonna supersede her.
Ah. Well, those queen cups would be destroyed, right? No?
If there's a, well, I'll explain superseding in a second.
Okay.
if they feel that their queen isn't sufficient, they'll replace her. And that's
They'll
what
kill her?
They'll have another bee, another queen. They'll grow another queen, and that queen will hatch out and kill her.
Ah. What do you mean by sufficient? Like not doing
So
laying enough
because
eggs?
because these were package bees,
Oh, okay.
they take a bunch of bees from different hives, shake them into a box, and give them a new queen.
Excuse me.
Once they were put into the hive, they're seeing that there's no eggs, there's no brood, there's nothing to do, and they're like, all right, this queen must not be good.
Okay.
I see pollen on that one today.
Yep. Okay. Some of them are really got just their heads stuck in these combs.
Yeah, it's because I smoked them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh.
That may have been a queen cut.
Oh, at the bottom there too.
Yep, that one's not charged, it's open.
Okay.
I see capped brood. I see this is all larva. Oh, that's all capped brood. That's looking really good. It's a nice pattern. It's all nice and tight.
I see that, yeah.
Cool. Not really seeing any eggs. Did you see the queen on there?
No, I didn't. I'm looking for a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not see other bigger than a drone actually.
Right.
Okay.
This is all capped, so it's not likely that she's there. Usually if you see eggs, it means that she may have been on that frame because eggs they hatch out in 2 days. So if there's eggs, she was there at least 2 days ago.
Got it. And then she moves on to another.
She'll walk around all the frames.
Oh. Okay. How am I doing so far? I'm doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing something
fun,
wrong.
isn't it?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's so cool.
If I'm doing something wrong, let me know.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay. I absolutely love this.
So when you're looking at the frame, sometimes it's nice to turn it kind of towards the sun. You can see into the cells better.
Yeah. Oh, I see pollen on the other one.
Oh, there's a charged cell right there. That could be a drone.
They're working with it. Okay. Yep, there's pollen on that one.
Cool. I'll take a glance at that one.
Yep, there you go.
That one to mark the queen if I can find her. There's eggs in this one, so she was here recently. She might be on the next one if I don't see her on this. And I don't see her.
Okay.
But if you look in with the sun, you should be able to see the eggs down at the bottom of the cells.
Yeah. There's all of them.
Yeah.
Tons of them.
Yeah.
Wow. You can have a lot of bees.
Yeah. All right, so she could be on the next one. That's all the. Yeah.
So the queen can go to any one of these.
Yep.
Can she move up?
Yep. She can move up.
Is there any time you would not want her to move up?
I really don't want her in the honey supers. I just want honey up there.
Got it.
Because I don't want her laying eggs and brood. No, definitely not.
Will she fly away?
No.
Okay.
She usually, typically she wouldn't. She might have been on this one.
Oh, I see a different kind of pollen.
Sometimes she'll be hiding under other bees, so you won't even see her. And other times she'll like run over to the other side of the frame when you're looking at one side.
Really? So she knows.
Now the other possibility is I know that they were planning on superseding her.
I don't see
There may be a virgin queen hatched out, or she may even be on a mating flight.
Oh.
But I'm not seeing any supersedure cells anymore, so either.
I see a lot of honey. Wet honey. See a lot of bees kissing each other.
I think they're breaking down that cell right there. I bet you we have a new queen.
Okay. So the queen will actually leave the hive for mating flights.
Yep. That's the only time she will ever leave the hive in her life unless they're swarming.
Does she go far?
Oh no, there she is.
Where?
That's her.
Wait, don't tell me. She's pointing in the direction. There? This side over here?
Yep. They like to cluster around her. Well, she's in plain sight right now.
Shit, why don't I...
You want me to point her out?
Yeah. Oh!
See how big she is?
Yes! Look at that. Marker?
I'm gonna try. Nope, no smoke.
Okay.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yes, sir.
Just like that? Where'd you go? There you are. No, just the queen. Just you. She's trying to run away. Alright, and can you open that thing? And did she fall out?
Nope. Oh, there. Let's push her. Louder?
Yep, just on the back, right there. Nope, up high. No, right.
Right
Second
here?
one in, yep.
There you go. That's the most important bee.
Yep.
Right there. She's angry.
Alright. Oh, she just fell out.
Uh-oh.
You're going the wrong way, Queen.
You want to get the cup? Oh, okay.
We're gonna,
She's disoriented.
yeah, we're gonna put her back in there so she doesn't fly away. I got 2 new frames. She was not happy about that.
I wouldn't be either.
And these are wax coated.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna put the other box back on.
Ah, I forgot about that. Can I just pick it up, see how heavy it is?
Yeah, of course. That one doesn't have much honey in it, so it's not really all that heavy.
well, no, that's pretty heavy. Mostly probably wood.
Yeah, and bees.
And bees, yep.
And a little bit of nectar in there. All right. So that one is done.
Fan is a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
Fan?
All right, so we didn't need to do anything to that hive. The population is good. Population is good. This one is the next one. Give them a little bit of smoke in the front. This one has a reducer on
What's a reducer?
the entrance. There's a piece of wood that narrows down the size of the entrance. Because their population is smaller, it gives them less area to protect.
I see. I got you. Is there anything that naturally hunts bees or messes with them?
Skunks will sit in front of the hive and just eat them as they come out.
Wow.
And sometimes they'll smack the hive to make the bees come out.
So you gotta watch out for skunks.
Yep. And birds will eat the bees in the air.
But skunks, mainly.
Yep. See how they're building comb on the top?
Yeah.
That means they're ready for a super.
Really? Okay.
They're looking for places to build, even though they're not drawn out all the way. Usually when I see this, I just scrape it off.
Okay.
Don't want them building comb up there. I'd rather them build it on the frames.
Yeah. Okay. That
See how
makes sense.
small their pollen patty is?
Yeah.
They've been chewing on that quite a bit.
How long does that last?
It all depends until they've eaten it all.
Okay.
So this one, they built some cross comb here too. Do you smell that? It smells like wet dog.
Yes.
That's goldenrod honey from last season that they've uncapped.
Oh, I think I also smelled it. Smoke. It smells almost kind of sweet.
Yeah, that's pine needles.
Ah, okay.
So the goldenrod honey that comes in the fall,
Goldenrod honey. Okay.
it smells like wet dog.
Ooh, they're active.
Yeah. If you want, you can pull the next one. I didn't think there was anything on this one, and there isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can smell the goldenrod in this one.
I wanna go that way.
And sometimes you can use the other side of the hive tool and just separate them.
There we go. Watch out. Going in. There we go.
The biggest thing about doing this is just slow movements and staying calm, and the bees will stay calm.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot on this one. How's this pressure on right here? Make sure you guys drills on the way.
I see drone brood. This is a frame I gave them from another hive. So that was me strengthening this hive. I see the queen.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do too. Right
Yep.
there in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Want to mark this one too?
Yeah, I'm gonna mark her.
Okay. Where'd she
Do
go?
you have the markers still?
I have it in my pocket.
Okay. What,
Where'd
is
she
she
go?
still on this side?
I think she moved to the bottom actually. It might be on this side now. I think it might be on the very, yeah, she's on the very bottom. Oh, there she is in the corner.
Okay.
Not you. Not you. You. Almost. I think you should probably mark her right in your hand.
Do I still have her?
You have her on your hand. She just wants to go the other way. There we go. Can we go in there? Oh, and she is. The marker's in my pocket. All right, you can put it out.
Yep. We got 2 in here.
Two queens?
No, 2 bees.
Oh,
And you want to get her right on the black spot.
on the black
of
spot.
thorax.
That's her right in the middle.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Good to go, ma'am. Oops, still in there. She doesn't want to come out. Keep down. There she is. Oh, look at that.
That's a perfect dot.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
So this population, you can tell, is bigger. I don't think there's anything else we have to see because we saw the queen is here. We'll take a look at one thing just because we're in there. So you pull this. Now that the sun is gone, it's not so bad.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this hive stinks like wet dog.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, this looks good. I can see all sorts of cap brood. There's some pollen on that bee in the middle.
Yeah, let's see them all. Oh, we have pollen in that one.
Yep.
Bright yellow.
And you can see larvae in all stages in the center. See,
Yep, I see it. Yep. It's like a little worm.
I thought the queen went down on this frame, but maybe not.
She moved over. No, it's still on the other one.
This hive looks good. I'm going to give it a super. Oh, I just crushed the bee. I heard it. Now they're mad. It happens.
Is this a special bee stem?
Yeah, it's for marking. And actually, I'm not doing the right color. It really should be green. So based on the year that we're in right now, 24. If it ends in I think 0 or 24, it would be green.
Oh, it goes by year.
Yep. So you know how old your queen is.
Makes sense.
But I'm colorblind. These are for me. Yellow sticks out really well, so I'm fine with it.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab a sticker.
Okay. I see him chewing on that clover.
And then you just kind of put them down lightly,
Nice.
and they'll move out of the way.
Nice.
And they'll just start moving up.
That fast, huh?
Yep.
They just know what to do. Considering a new generation is born every 30 days.
Every day.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. All right, the next one is the 8-frame hive.
This one here? Which one's 8?
This one right here. There's only 8 frames. The size of it, it's only 8 frames. This,
So 4 in each?
8 in each.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
This hive overwintered. This is the one that survived the winter.
These are the survivors.
Yeah.
So these are the
So
tough motherfuckers.
these should be farther along than the other ones we've looked at so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna give some smoke.
These are the ones you don't want to mess with.
This is the one that I want to breed queens from.
Okay.
Because she survived the winter, I
How
know
do
that
you
they're...
how do you breed?
I just inhaled a whole bunch of smoke. What we would do is take a bunch of bees with no queen in a box and don't give them any eggs. I can give them capped brood, and then I have this frame that just has it's just empty bars and spots. And what we do is we'll take a frame that has eggs in it, and we have a little tool. We'll scoop the egg out, put it inside the cup in that frame, and I'll show you this when we go inside.
Okay.
And then you put that frame in, and they'll make queens out of all those eggs.
Wow.
Yep.
Get out.
So we want
Will
eggs.
I'm sorry. Will they kill the other? Once the queen hatches, will it kill the other ones? Then?
So timing is everything on that.
Okay.
We keep track of when we put it in there, when they're capped, and at about the 12-day mark, we'll pull those cells out of the frame and put them in individual hives.
Gotcha.
So that way they don't kill each other.
Gotcha.
If they haven't, I can smell their honey from last year. If they haven't done much with the second box, I'm gonna take the second box off and give them a super.
You just have them down to 1 hive.
Yeah. I'd like to go down to single brood management. You get more honey that way.
You do?
Yeah, because the bees are forced to keep storing honey up in the smaller.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you just keep taking it away.
Yeah,
And they keep putting
just
it.
keep giving them bigger,
That doesn't-
just more and more of those small boxes.
That does make sense.
They are storing honey up here. It's kind of wet,
Yeah.
but other than that,
This is awesome. You gotta be having so much fun with this.
yeah. So I'm gonna take this box away and give them.
What?
I mean, and you can tell just by feeling it, it's light. There's nothing.
Oh yeah, but what happened to what you already got started?
It'll just. I can pull the frames later if I want to.
Okay. Well, hey buddy, come on for a ride on me? Okay.
They keep rebuilding that. They keep scraping it off.
They normally don't mess with you as much as I thought they would.
No.
They just like to crawl on me. There's not really nothing.
Yep. No, they don't care.
No.
Especially once the honey flow starts, they really don't care what you do.
Really?
Yeah, they're too busy collecting.
When does that start? July?
It's just starting. That tree is all flowers.
Oh, when it starts flowering.
Yeah.
Got it.
That one's a
So they'll
wild
grab
cherry.
from the ground here as well?
Yep, any flowers they can find. The dandelions are the first ones they go for in the season.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's technically the maples. There's some pollen on this one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not really much done there. This one, there's nothing really on it. Now we're starting to get into the.
So
brood nest.
they'll know to fill it up and then move to the other one.
Yeah, they'll go to the
Yeah.
side.
God, look at that. That's so cool. So those are drones?
Yep, the bigger ones are drone. Those take a lot longer to hatch out than the worker bees. I don't see the queen on this frame. You start to get better at finding her the more you do it.
Yeah.
But you picked her out last time.
Yeah, I was shocked. You look for the big thorax.
Yeah, Sarah's really good at queen spotting.
Okay. Oh, so this one's white.
That's it. It's they're capping it. So
Yeah, that's what
there's
it
a baby
looks like.
bee in there.
Ah, okay.
And that's all larvae in there. It's hard to see without the sun.
Oh,
The
is that what that
cells.
is? That's larva?
Yep.
Oh, it looks like a donut.
Yeah.
Tiny donut. That's cool.
I don't see her on this one. Oh, look at all this brood. This population is growing. At this point, all the winter bees have died off, and these are all bees that have just been born.
These are the next guys coming in.
Yep.
Girls.
Yep. I don't see our queen on this one. But this is. Oh,
I hear the crunch.
yeah. I'm an asshole. I don't see our queen on this side. There's no-
What is? Oh, that's a bee. Oh, it's like what's in that one right there? That's
I was hoping we'd see a waggle dance.
What's a waggle dance?
It's when they find. Ooh, that's humble up here. When they find a pollen.
Right there. Found her.
You got her. Yep. Ooh, she's pretty.
Got her.
We're gonna mark her. A little bit more.
What?
Yep. Good enough.
I was hitting her a little bit harder at the end. Hurt her.
Easier to just hold her by the legs.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, I can see her from here.
Yeah, it sticks out.
It does. It's really bright.
It makes it a lot easier. And this is looking good, so I don't think we're gonna mess with this hive anymore.
You probably told me, but I forgot. How long do the queens live?
They can live up to 3 years.
Oh.
And that's why the color codes are really kind of good to have.
Yeah.
See the pollen leg?
Yep, I saw it. Yep.
They're bringing in pollen somewhere. That's good. I'm gonna put a super on this one.
So if you expect this next year and you find the queen in here without a dot, that means that queen was either killed or died? And the new
Either
one-
superseded or they swarmed and I missed it. Which that's another good reason to mark the queen so that you know, hey, there's a queen
Yeah.
in here, it's not marked, something happened.
Yeah, yeah. So this is going to be a one-crowed hive. Got it.
I'm putting the supers on a little bit early, but these are not drawn out.
So really, these supers were. See, I don't understand. What would stop the queen from coming up here and just messing it up?
She can lay up there.
Okay.
But what happens is, if they can draw it out and get honey in it, she can't lay in it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And when you have multiple supers, if say all these are all honey, she won't go beyond that. So as you add supers, and I have queen excluders, so
Is that mesh thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what I want to happen right now, it's not drawn out. So the queen excluder can kind of slow them down from getting up through and building out that comb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let them build out the comb. If she starts laying, I'll pick her up, move her back down, put the queen excluder, and when that brood hatches out, they'll backfill it with honey.
There's a little science to this.
Yeah. There's so many different ways you can do things too.
And they do most of the work.
Yeah. Oh, hi Jack. All right, so we have seen all of the smaller hives. Now we're digging into the big ones.
That one and that one.
Yep. I'm excited to look in that one because I added the super. There's 2 supers that I added. The bottom one, within a week, they had it drawn out across the whole thing.
Really?
Yep. And we're filling it with honey. So I'm curious to see if they've done anything in the last week with the new super I added. This one,
Oh, they're on me.
yeah, this one we're gonna need smoke for.
Okay.
I'm gonna smoke the front. They're
This
gonna
is going to be the interesting one.
They're gonna get really angry.
Okay.
All right, that's been smoked. Let's go ahead and lift the cover.
Okay.
This is the one that the video that I sent you that was like 2x speed.
This is the one?
This is the hive.
Okay. These are the ones. Oh, I see the sugars.
Yeah, it's just
You think the queen will actually come up to the top sometimes?
it's not likely, but I always check just to make sure.
Yeah, it's good balancing up there.
Yeah. So all of these frames were just foundation except for this one.
You mean foundation and wax?
Yep.
Okay.
Just the plastic and wax.
Got it.
This one I can already see they've drawn this out. This one is a frame that I put in here that was undrawn out and it was down here. I moved one up to kind of encourage them to come up to the next box.
Okay.
And the comb in it looks beautiful
Oh, wow.
just from looking down at it.
It's new comb.
Yeah.
I see.
That is
Oh, wow.
packed with honey.
Look at that. That's cool.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
If you were to touch that and then taste it,
That's
it
honey.
would be delicious.
That's
and feel
honey.
the weight just on that one single frame. So imagine every one of these full of honey.
This is a jar or more.
Yeah,
On one.
yeah.
How often do you collect it?
As soon as it's capped, it's ready to be collected.
And then
So
you
until it's
get it
capped,
all done and put it back and then put
I can put, yeah, and they'll refill it as long as there's a honey flow. And this is so early on.
Wow.
And so this
That
one,
looks amazing.
they're just drawing this
Oh, I
out.
see it.
Drawing it out.
God, this is so much fun.
Yeah, they haven't gotten to these frames on the sides yet, but they're in the middle. So that's awesome because that frame has some weight.
Look. Just all honey, pure honey.
All honey. That's a waggle dance. Did you see it shaking?
Oh, I do. I see it. Yep, that one right there did it. What is that again? What's that?
So when they find a pollen source, they're telling the other bees how far it is and what direction from the sun it is. They're giving directions.
Oh, look at that. It almost looks like a dog shaking it.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And so, yep, right there.
Yeah.
And so, depending on how many milliseconds they're doing it for, is how far from the hive.
So they can actually point to where the pollen source is.
Yep. And they'll tell the other bees when they find it.
That's amazing.
And they'll do it in like a pattern. And the longer they do it, the further from the hive it is.
Oh, wow. Put it back?
Yep.
That. I just kind of want to look at it. This is
They're
cool.
starting to cap it off already.
Oh, that's,
And it's only, what, May 3rd?
5th?
4th. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, right.
So the other thing that we look for is the weight of the
I
box
see
itself.
why they're shallower now.
Yeah,
Got it.
like this box isn't really that heavy, but when it's full of honey, it will be.
So let me ask you, if you're putting it on its side, the honey won't come out?
Nope. This one is a super that I added about a week and a half ago.
Okay. Oh!
Yeah, they're drawing that one out weird. Look how busy they are though. We're gonna set this right here and just take a look at a couple of these frames.
You marked the queen on this one?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, they're already capping it. See the top?
Yep, right there.
This?
Oh, look at that. That looks like
Yep.
honey.
Yeah,
Honey
it
color,
is. And there's some weight to that one.
Wow, look at that. You can see all the honey in
Yeah.
there. Yep.
This one, same story.
Yep. Wow. These guys are busy.
Yes, they are.
These are the all-stars here. Someone left in there?
They're getting angry. This one, oh my goodness. You can put that frame back if you want.
Okay.
Feel that one?
There's a lot of honey in here.
Yeah.
How often do you remove the honey? Twice?
As often as they keep refilling it. This one is a frame that I moved up from down below. Yeah, you can put that one back if you
Okay.
want.
Yep.
Now feel this frame.
That's twice as heavy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Almost 3 times as heavy.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of honey.
These are the suckers. That is amazing.
Yeah.
What record is
This one. This one has weight to it. I see it's
Yeah.
all shiny. See it once it hits the sun?
Yep, I see it shining. All
they've drawn all these out. I mean, it's beautiful. They're doing a great job because these were
So they're all coming bottom up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look. Some of these are plastic. Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter.
Is there a reason to use wood? Nothing. Oh, sorry. This went off.
I think they just used whatever. This came from the hive that yeah. I have only wood.
Okay.
And so now, as a whole, I want to see how heavy this box is. Oh yeah, feel that. Oh. And that's probably only half full. This box right here is packed wall to wall with honey. Except for this, probably this last frame, because I put this one in.
Okay, I get it. Why they're shallower now.
Yeah. And it looks like even this one they've been building out.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Is that oil?
Yeah, it looks like they may have been putting some drones in there too.
Okay.
But they're building the frame out too. This box is extremely heavy.
When you say building out, you mean
Building out the comb.
like that?
Yeah.
Because normally a beehive would be that all of it just built out.
Right.
Big. Here
Yeah.
you're making them do it on a flat surface.
Yep.
Got it.
And because it's plastic foundation that they have to draw that comb out.
That makes sense.
And this is just the honey box. The brood is down there, and this thing is full of bees. And they're not very happy with this right now. Even has a little bit of weight to it, which is kind of nice. So I'll probably, if this is capped in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be extracting.
That's soon.
Yep. And then once it's extracted, I'll give it back to them, and hopefully they'll fill it again.
Is that what happened last year?
Nope, last year it was all new comb, like even the brood boxes, so I didn't get much honey. I think I got 11 pints because they spent all their energy building out that comb for their brood, and they were slower to develop because they didn't have the space that they needed to lay all the eggs.
And those part of the reasons you don't scrape it off year to
Right. That comb is good for about 10 years.
year. Is that comb the beeswax that you do the candles on?
Yep. So when we extract, we have to cut the top, the capping. I have a knife. You just cut right down, and it just comes off like a layer.
The honey just pours out?
Nope. And then I have an extractor that spins.
I see that.
Yeah. So
I watched videos of that.
with those cappings, you can render that after you melt it down and strain it, and then you can turn that into candles or whatever.
Do you filter honey?
Yeah, I have a spin filter.
Do you boil it?
No, if you boil it, you remove all of the good properties of the honey.
So you just filter it?
Yep, just filter.
So
And that's why
basically
it's called raw honey.
So basically it's natural, like right out of the honey.
Yeah.
Just with a little bit of something in it.
Yep. I'm gonna have to move this box away because there was honey in there.
Where's that come from?
The bee frame. Actually. A lot of bees. Let them walk back in.
Oh, okay. Will they do it on their own or will they stay?
Nope, they'll do it on their own. By tomorrow, it'll be empty.
Oh, really? So they know the thing.
And this is the last one. Now, hopefully, they've drawn out this super, because last time I looked, they hadn't. And this thing is loaded with bees, but
So they just stay down there then?
there's queen cells in this.
More than one.
in the brood box in the bottom. There's even one on the top.
And there's a queen in here?
Yeah, they were planning on swarming, and then they didn't. So what's going to happen is she doesn't. The queen is going to hatch, and it's going to kill her. I don't even bother trying to find a queen in these. There's so many bees. Like I spent an hour and a half in this hive trying to find a queen. I probably should because she needs to get moved out.
Okay.
But I couldn't find it. And if you want, we can try it.
Sure. I mean, I found one.
You found two.
That's right. That's actually, I was expecting the smoke to be something more complicated. It's just the bellows.
Yeah.
Smoke cannon.
Yep. And you just stuff whatever's going to burn in there.
Newspaper.
Yep.
Twigs.
One of the guys I watched, David Burns, he uses burlap.
Yeah.
He buys burlap just for his
Just
smoker.
smoking?
Yep.
Unless it's a wax smoker?
It burns pretty well, I guess.
Okay.
All right, there's some smoke. We'll smoke this one. This one has multiple
Oh,
entrances.
he's over here. Yes.
Yeah. All right, you want to crack that lid?
Sure.
If we luck out and find her, I will be
All right.
ecstatic.
Let's hope our luck is. Oh, this actually.
It's a different style. Lid.
Whoop!
It's stuck.
Where are these?
This one, because it has some foam on the top, I just kind of. So my hope is that they've drawn out some of these super frames so I can add another super. Yeah, that's definitely.
Backyard bees. So people brand their cones, huh?
Yep, they're frames.
Their frames. You know, I said earlier that the bees do all the work, but actually they do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of work on these. You gotta check them constantly and
Making sure there's no diseases.
make sure they're doing the right thing, that the queens are healthy.
Yep.
You gotta check for the swarming. You gotta. There's a lot to it.
This feels pretty light. I don't think they've done anything. Oh, gotta take that back.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Look at that.
It's just because this side isn't up. Yeah, all right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hold it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Oh, there they are. Putting the honey in the comb.
drawing out this side, they're working on this side.
Watch this for hours. This is cool. Oh, wow.
This was a frame I moved up. So that's full. And brood. I think.
Now I'm going to ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
They lay the egg. What are they doing? What are they doing with the honey? They're not putting the honey in with the egg.
No, nope, that's just stored food.
So the honey is just their food.
Yep.
Got it.
They've drawn this one out. They've drawn this one out. This one's, they're bringing in some. You see it all
I
shiny?
do see it. Yep. What? So I think they want to wiggle dance. Yep. Oh, is that the, that's the drone?
No, there's definitely a drone right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Drones are just eaters.
That's all we do.
Yeah, eat and mate. And they die once they
Heat up.
mate. Yeah, enjoy it while you can, buddy. This is packed full of honey.
Whoa, look at this. This is what they've got on it.
There's a little bit of drone brood on the bottom, but they'll backfill that with honey. There's a couple of drones.
Oh, they'll repurpose the actual combs for something else then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Oh, look.
one's
Yeah.
full of pollen and honey.
I see that. That is so cool.
It looks like they've got this frame drawn out on this side. Alright, we can put that one back in here too.
In between these two?
Yeah, we'll just put it right there. It's like the brood frames you want to put back in the same order. The super doesn't.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna pull this box off. You want to grab it and set it on the side. On the smoke. This hive has a lot of bees.
Tell me when you're ready and I'll pull it off. CCP.
Russian bees.
Yeah.
Or is that China?
I think it's Russia. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright.
Something communist something people. Chinese communist people? Maybe that's
Yeah.
China.
Alright, go ahead and pull that box. We're gonna put it on its side. It's got some weight. The reason why we put it on its side is because you see at the bottom all those bees.
Yeah, you don't want to crack
Realize,
it.
yeah. So you can tell which frame I put down here. 2 frames. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, got it.
Because they look new. So I'm curious to see if they've drawn it out.
Oh
at all.
yeah, on this side it looks. Oh, huh.
They're working.
They're
on
working
it.
on it.
There's a lot of bees on it.
They're working on it. That sounds. scared
Yeah.
the hell out of
See
me.
it? It's bumped up. It's hard to tell with the light comb or with the light foundation.
Yeah.
Just some cross comb. Those cells are bigger. Those are going to be drawn. See how the cells in the center are so big? And
So the queen would come up
she can, but see how it's like all backfilled with honey?
here. Yes, she won't.
So it's not likely.
Okay. She doesn't care about the honey. She just cares about laying the.
Right, her job is to lay eggs. She doesn't feed herself. She doesn't clean herself. The other bees take care of everything.
Look at the whole life. For 3 years. Oh, there's a drone. Yep. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of drones.
No, there will be.
Oh, there's a column on that one a lot.
Oh yeah.
There will be.
So this is all brood.
All right, that freaked me out a little bit. That was cool.
It just allows me to be able to see the frame better.
Sure, yeah. So they store the pollen on their legs.
Yep, they have these little pockets kind of. And they push the pollen in. What I'm looking for is eggs, because if we see eggs, then we have a chance of seeing the queen. But,
It looks like honey.
yeah. I have not found the queen in this hive.
So will they? I'm only seeing a few with pollen. Later in the season, do they like get more pollen, or is it like?
They're using it pretty heavily right now.
So they use it quickly. They
Yeah,
grab it,
because
use
they're
it.
feeding it to the baby bees. And the population is growing so fast right now that they're feeding it quickly.
Okay.
This is there's some pollen in there and cat brood. So they're not really storing much honey down here because the queen is laying this hive up like this.
In the super here?
Yeah, in the soup.
Okay. I get it. I see. It makes sense. Okay. see why you would have like that.
Yeah. And even marked with so many
Yeah.
bees. I don't see any eggs on this one. That's mostly just pollen and nectar. Yeah. Same. And look at all that pollen.
Yeah.
Nectar. That's all bee bred. So wouldn't likely be on that frame either. This is a frame that I added.
This is so cool. They're active on it.
I'm checking up here because she could be up here.
Okay. Well, so you said she normally will cluster around another group.
Yeah. And sometimes she'll be underneath. Right at the bottom.
Here?
Yep. But there's nothing in it. If you see royal jelly in it, or goopy looking stuff,
Okay.
then that means that they're prepared. There was a rabbit nest for a second. Right there.
Yep, saw that one do it. Okay. Oh, yeah, that one did it. That was pretty cool.
This one, that's all honey. This one's heavy. That one's all honey. That's all cartoon. That one's all capped honey. I can tell without even playing.
Look at, oh wow, look at that. Wow.
These are 9 frame spaced. So a lot of people will do a 9 frame spacing because you actually they'll draw it out wider and you get more honey than with that 10.
Oh, you want them to draw it out?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking you didn't want that.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Does that make it easier for when you're harvesting the honey?
For commercial beekeepers, especially because they have uncapping machines, they're not just using a knife and cutting it down. They have a machine that they put it through. And so if it's out wider, the uncapping machine can hit that a lot
I
easier.
think I know what knife you're talking about. It's like a long, like almost like knife that's long like this with 2 handles, and you go down over the.
You can. Mine's just a serrated.
Okay.
Knife.
I saw a video where some guy had a big long knife and just went.
Yeah. All right. You want to pull this super?
Pull it off.
Yep.
And do you want to put it on its side?
We're gonna
Hold on. Let me move
we're gonna set it so that the frames are up and down,
it here. Up and down.
so that it's standing that way versus this one.
Oh, I got you.
Because that one has 10
You want it to
frames.
be.
This one only has 9. So
want it to
what'll
be
happen is
vertical.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Good luck.
Vertical. And watch the stump and you set it right there.
Yep.
Is it stuck?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh my God!
It's full of honey.
God. Oh, sorry, bee. I didn't zoom in.
We're gonna go through these rings.
Okay. That was heavy.
Yeah. So imagine that being a deep like this.
Oh,
honey.
No. Okay, we don't want it on the top.
No.
What do you do with that stuff?
I put it all in a bucket, and this can be melted down and strained,
Okay.
and it's good wax. All right. Shall we find the queen?
Yeah.
You want to pull this frame?
Yeah.
I like using the tool. See pollen beads right there. See the legs, little socks.
Oh, different color orange and yellow.
You look through that frame, I'll look through this frame, and we'll see what we can find.
And this is the drones. I don't see any eggs.
I don't see any eggs on this one either. I also don't see a queen. This is a frame I put down there.
I see a lot more drones in this. Oh, that's a big one there. That's queen. That's a big boy. They're trying to hang off each other.
Yeah, it's called festooning.
Festooning?
Yep. Yep, there's actually a term for it. I don't see. If we find our queen, I'm gonna pull her and put them into a new hive.
I don't even see the eggs.
Yeah, I didn't see it. You can just set it off to the
Oh, I
side.
was going to put it back in.
No, we'll just keep it out. It'll give us room.
Oh, squish these little things out.
I just, as you do it lightly, they'll start to move out of the way.
Festooning.
This one, there's no eggs. It looks like they're backfilling it with honey. No eggs. Like I said, I have not seen the queen in this hive yet, or the other big one.
It has to have one, right?
I would think so. Unless something happened when they swarmed and there was no, the queen didn't come back.
Oh.
There's queen cups on this one, so just don't flip it upside down.
Okay.
See it right there?
Yeah, I see one over there.
One there,
There's a
one
lot,
there,
yeah.
one there, one there. All these queen cups. This is why I want to find the queen if she's in here and pull her, because as soon as these hatch, she's dead.
Well, then won't another queen just take her place?
They will, but how strong this hive is,
Ah.
I'd like to take that queen because she's been doing a really good job. I try to look where they're clustered.
Yeah. Are there eggs in this one?
I don't see
There's
them.
been a lot of eggs, man. Look over here in that corner. Look right there. Right in there. That's right. Is that? Nope.
No, I don't see her. But there's so many bees in here, and there's still a lot of frames. Check this one.
These are the tough ones.
This is a crappy unwaxed frame that I gave him. But I'll let him do their thing.
Alright, so we should put this back in order then?
That one can just go in for now. 'Cause we're still pulling frames out of this line.
Okay.
Forget which one is the one. So these two haven't been oops, these two haven't been flipped.
No, these two haven't.
These two, yep, these two haven't. And I'll check this side.
I see why you're sitting down.
Yeah, have a seat.
No, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna sit right next to the
Oh,
big thing of bees.
They can't get you.
They're right there.
Yeah.
I'll pass. I'm just the assistant with
This one feels like it's all food.
Oh, this one's great. Okay.
Yeah, that's one that I added.
I mean, I don't know how to tell unhealthy bees from healthy ones, but they all look healthy.
Yeah, these are healthy.
I did learn a fact the other day that bees have 5 eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, freaking spiders.
I thought spiders had 8.
Maybe they do.
I don't know. I have no idea.
They have more than 2.
That's true. Normally being like the ones on the end?
Not normally. There may not be a queen in here. Maybe something happened.
Oh, there is. It's just really well hidden.
I'm going to say that we're probably not going to find her this time either. Is it heavy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's honey.
Okay, I don't know what this is.
No. All right. They've got a lot of queen cells, so something's going on in the hive where they felt the need to replace
more.
her.
Okay. Well, unless you
Or she's
right,
not
she
here
died
at all.
or left.
Yep. So
Was she a swarm?
not by herself.
Okay.
No. Look at it in front of you.
They look like it's raining.
And then we just, because this is 8 frames or 9 frames, there's a little more space. So I just kind of space them out a little bit so they don't make too much crossover. I have a spacer, I just don't have it out here.
Oh, there's a specific tool of the space.
Yeah, you press it down and it's got these little points and it spaces right out to 9 frames.
Cool.
All right.
Put it back on.
Yep. I'm gonna smoke them down. If that's too heavy, I can lift it. Just get them out of the way. All right, you're good. Yep. And then these ones are pretty common too. I'm gonna give them another super because
There's one
they.
behind you.
Yep.
Oh, another one on top of that one?
Because they've been drawing these out, I might as well keep them working.
So I'll go grab one. Yeah, I guess so. It's gonna be a big one.
Can you pull the frame from the middle?
Yeah, from the middle. Okay.
Anywhere in the middle. Yeah.
Shake it down in there.
And then
Oh, I see.
you move a frame up to kind of stimulate them
Got it.
into coming up.
Oh, they're already coming up.
Yep.
Like space. Cool.
All right. And then you can put their inner cover on. There we go. That's it.
All right.
I'll come back later and take this away once they've all migrated.
Like
out.
overnight?
Yeah. Probably tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Can you grab that wax right there? They're flying around our heads.
I can hear them.
Yeah.
They give up the chase.
Eventually, yeah. Once we get far enough away.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll actually walk into the shed before I unsuit.
That's smart.
And then there's this little bucket that we just throw that into. Jack was scraping this off.
Is
for
that what he
me.
was doing? All right.
I always keep the smoker out for a while to make sure that it's actually out.